welcome to today's lesson on decimals, and we're looking at subtracting decimals using tenths, hundredths and thousandths, and we will be doing some exchanges within that subtraction. This is our first image. We can see our columns for ones, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Can you tell me what number we have here? Pause the video while you write it down. Okay, did you get it right? The number that you got is 0.386. 0.386. 3 tenths, 8 hundredths, and 6 thousandths. How much is 1/10 less than this? How much is 1/10 less than this? To do this, I need to take away one of the tenths, and that will leave us with 0.286. Now I'm going to subtract 5 hundredths from the number, and you can see now that our number is 0.236, because we've taken away that 1/10 first of all, and then we took away the hundredths. Now think carefully about this next part. I want you to take away 7 thousandths from what we have got. 7 thousandths. If you have a look closely, you can see that we do not have enough thousandths. We've only got 6, and I want you to take away 7 thousandths. So how do we do this? Well, if it wasn't decimals, you would just simply exchange. It's no different with decimals. We would do an exchange, and here you can see me exchanging one of the hundredths that we had for 10 thousandths, and it looks like this. Now we should be able to take away the 7 thousandths without any problem, and that will leave us with a final answer. Can you work out what the final answer is? Pause the video please while you have a workout and find that answer. Okay, did you manage to get a final answer of 0.229? If you did, give yourself a pat on the back. Well done. Okay, the next question is using decimals as part of a scale. So we have got a scale that's measuring in kilograms, but they are decimals. So we've got 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 and 1 kilogram marked on the scale. The question is, what is the difference between the reading on the scale and your target weight marked with the smiley face? Give your answer in kilograms. So when we look at the picture, we can see that the smiley face is set at 1. We're not sure what the arrow is set at because it's an unmarked division, and it's halfway between 0.25 and 0.5. So let's have a look at how we can calculate what that number is. Okay, let's have a closer look at this problem. What I've done is I've taken the scale that we had that was curved, and I've put it into a straight line. That's all I've done, and we've got the same scale there. So it's going from 0 up to 1 kilogram, and then the divisions are marked where 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 of a kilogram. Now those go with, well, 0.5 of a kilogram right in the middle is 1/2 of a kilogram. 0.25, which is right in the middle of 0 and 0.5, is 1/4 of a kilogram. 0.75 then is 3/4 of a kilogram. So we can think about it that way, but those decimals are important decimals to realize where they are on a number line. So 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1/4, 1/2, 3/4 of the way along a line. To be able to do this, we need to realize that 1,000 grams is a kilogram, which we should know, which is a fact you've been told to learn. And that 1 gram, we can then say is 1,000th of a kilogram, and 1,000th of a kilogram is written as 0.001. That third decimal place is the thousandths column, so we have 1,000th. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 1,000 grams equals 1 kilogram to fill up the bottom line. Okay, I'm going to fill up that bottom line. Okay, so I've filled up part of it. What I've done is I've changed the 1 kilogram into 1,000 grams. And then halfway, I've put 500 grams because 500 grams is half of 1,000 grams. And now, halfway between 0 and 500 is 250. 250 is half of 500. And then going the other way, the missing one in the middle there, between 500 grams and 1,000 grams is going to be 750 grams. Now then, what do we do about all these small divisions? Well, if we start down here and we think about this one, what's halfway between 250 and 0? What's halfway here? What's half of 250? Well, I know that half of 250 is 125. So that means that all these divisions here are equally worth 125. So from here to here is 125. From here to here is 125. From here to here is 125. From here to here is 125, all the way up the graph. So I can now work out all those other divisions in the middle. So to get this one, I'm thinking 250 add 125 is 375. 500 add 125 is 625. 750 add 125 is 875. Okay, so that's got us into grams now. We can use that to now put those grams as decimals, because look at the relationship. Look what we've got. 0.25, 250. 0.5, 500 grams. 0.75, 750 grams. So I'm thinking to myself there, this 125, it's not a whole kilogram, so it's going to be 0. And let's just use those digits. 1, 2, 5. 1/10, 200ths, 5 thousandths. Here, 375 is going to be 0.375. From here, 0.625, and our final one, 0.875. Okay, let's have another way of looking at these sort of questions. This time we've got a bar model, and the bar model is showing you 0.985 as the complete bar at the bottom, and at the top we've got two parts of the bar, one of them's missing, and we have got 0.513. The question is asking you to find the missing number in this bar model and then to write it out as a subtraction. Pause the video for a few moments to see if you can first of all work out what your subtraction will look like, and then can you get a final answer to it. Pause the video now. Okay, so here we have what your subtraction should look like. You should have 0.985 take away 0.513, and then when you actually calculate it, your final answer is 0.472. If you got that, give yourself a pat on the back. Another one, and tell yourself, well done. Okay, so we're now on to another way of looking at this sort of question, and this time we're going to show you how to use a number line. I know quite a lot of you don't like using number lines, but I've said before, they are so good. They really can help you to see what's happening and to break down these calculations that we are doing. So what we need to do with this question is we need to calculate the difference by using a number line. And we have got the two numbers. We've got 0.321 and 0.653, and we need to find the difference or calculate the difference. We can do this by counting up using our number line. So let's have a look at the number line that I have drawn, and you can see that I've already made 3 jumps, and I have counted up from 0.321. I've counted up 1/10, 1/10, 1/10, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, because in my first number I've only got 3/10 and I want to jump up to 6/10, so I've added on those tenths first of all. I've then, once I continue on a little bit further, I start to think to myself, where am I landing on each of those positions, so I can see where I'm going to be making my jump. So 0.421, 0.521, 0.621. And then we will have to now start to add up to get to our 0.653, and this is what it looks like. So to get to 0.653, you can see that I have done another 3 jumps of 1/100th, 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, and you can see that has taken me to 0.631, 0.641, and 0.651. And then finally I need to add on my 2000ths to get to 0.653. Altogether, when you look at it, I have added on 3/10ths, 300ths, and 2000ths. So that 0.332 is the difference between the two numbers. Well, I hope you've understood and followed most of what we have done today, because now I would like you to have a go at doing 4 questions just to show me that you've understood this work. There are 2 pages. First page has got 2 questions. One is using the cubes and the table to help you calculate. The second question is another one of those with the scale and the decimals on the scale, but we've had a look at that already, so you can always look back at the video to help you with it. On the second page of the questions, you have got some bar model work and you have got a number line question. When you have finished all the questions and got your answers, I would like you to once again post it into your own blog. Create a new blog page on your own blog, post your answers on there. Good luck. If you have any difficulties with this, leave it below in the comments and I will try to help you if you put it in the comments. Otherwise, I will look for your answers on your blog pages.